In the summer of 2019, deep within the cold limestone chambers of the Vindija cave system in Croatia, paleogeneticist Matthias Meyer held a fragment of bone that would completely revolutionize our understanding of human survival. The bone fragment was small, barely the size of his thumb, weathered by millennia of geological processes. This was not human bone. It belonged to a massive cave bear that had died roughly 32,000 years ago during the height of the last ice age, when glaciers covered half of Europe and temperatures plunged far below anything we experience today. Yet embedded within its ancient DNA was a secret that would unlock one of the greatest mysteries in human evolution. How did our ancestors survive when every other human species on Earth went extinct? If you want to join us as we uncover the hidden strategies that kept our lineage alive through the darkest chapters of prehistory, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a revelation with lost evidence. What Meyer discovered inside that cave bear DNA would challenge everything scientists thought they knew about early human survival. The genetic code did not just tell the story of an extinct Ice Age predator. It revealed a complex web of interactions between our ancestors and the dangerous megafauna that dominated their world. This bear had been hunted, butchered, and consumed by humans who possessed survival techniques so sophisticated they border on genius. When researchers began analyzing DNA from cave bears across Europe, from the Pyrenees to the Ural Mountains, they found evidence of something extraordinary. Our ancestors were not just surviving alongside these massive predators, they were systematically exploiting them, using strategies that modern survival experts are only now beginning to understand. The cave bear, known scientifically as Ursus spelaeus, was not the cuddly creature its name might suggest. These were monsters of the Ice Age, apex predators that ruled the European landscape. Adult males stood over 4 feet tall at the shoulder and could weigh up to 1,000 pounds, making them significantly larger than modern grizzly bears. Their skulls were massive, built like battering rams, and designed to crush bones with ease. Their claws, curved and razor-sharp, could tear through solid wood like paper and disembowel prey with a single swipe. During the Pleistocene epoch, they were the undisputed kings of European caves, hibernating in vast underground chambers where hundreds of individuals would gather each winter, creating veritable cities of slumbering giants. For early humans wandering the frozen landscapes of Ice Age Europe, these caves represented prime real estate, coveted territory worth fighting for. They offered protection from the brutal Ice Age climate, where temperatures could drop to deadly lows. The caves provided strategic vantage points for hunting migrating herds and natural fortifications against other predators such as hyenas, wolves, and the enormous cave lions that stalked the tundra. Claiming these spaces meant going to war with creatures that outweighed humans by hundreds of pounds and that possessed natural weapons evolution had perfected over millions of years. The DNA evidence from Vindija Cave tells us that our ancestors did not just occasionally stumble into conflicts with cave bears. Cut marks on bear bones show systematic butchering patterns. Stone tool fragments embedded in bear remains prove these were not chance encounters. Our ancestors developed deliberate strategies for cave bear hunting that required incredible courage, precise planning, and technological innovation. But how do you kill a creature that massive with nothing but stone-tipped spears and wooden clubs? The answer lies in the genetic evidence Meyer's team uncovered. By sequencing DNA from dozens of cave bear specimens, they were able to reconstruct not just what happened, but when it happened, and how frequently these deadly encounters occurred. The breakthrough came when researchers realized they could track human activity through bear genetics. Every time our ancestors successfully hunted a cave bear, they were removing specific genetic lineages from the population. By mapping these genetic extinctions across time and geography, scientists could create a detailed record of human hunting pressure that spans thousands of years. What they found was astounding. Starting around 45,000 years ago, cave bear populations across Europe began showing signs of systematic hunting pressure. But this was not random predation. The genetic data reveals that early humans were targeting specific individuals using strategies that maximize their chances of survival while minimizing risk. The most revealing evidence comes from seasonal patterns in the genetic record. Cave bears were most vulnerable during hibernation, when they were torpid and confined to underground chambers. Our ancestors discovered this weakness and exploited it ruthlessly. DNA analysis shows that the vast majority of human-bear conflicts occurred during winter months, when bears were at their most defenseless. But accessing hibernating bears required more than just courage. It demanded sophisticated understanding of cave systems, fire control technology, and coordinated group tactics. The genetic evidence suggests that successful cave bear hunting required teams of at least 6 to 8 individuals working in perfect coordination. The DNA tells us exactly how they did it. Mitochondrial analysis of bear remains shows that hunters preferentially targeted pregnant females and cubs. This was not cruelty. It was brilliant strategy. Pregnant females were slower and less aggressive than territorial males. Cubs provided high-quality protein with minimal risk, and by eliminating breeding females, our ancestors were ensuring that competing bear populations could not recover in prime cave territories. The sophistication of these hunting strategies becomes even more impressive when you consider the tools our ancestors were working with. Stone spear points from the same archaeological layers show evidence of specialized design for penetrating thick bear hide. These were not general-purpose hunting tools. They were precision weapons engineered specifically for cave bear predation. DNA analysis has also revealed something unexpected about the relationship between humans and cave bears. While our ancestors were systematically hunting these creatures, they were also learning from them. Isotope analysis of human remains from cave bear hunting sites shows dietary patterns that mirror bear nutrition strategies. Cave bears were expert foragers who had spent millions of years perfecting techniques for extracting maximum nutrition from Ice Age environments. By studying bear feeding behavior and incorporating bear foods into their own diets, our ancestors gained access to nutritional resources they never could have discovered independently. This access improved their nutrition. The genetic record shows that humans living in cave bear territories had significantly better nutrition than populations in bear-free areas. They lived longer, had more children, and showed fewer signs of nutritional stress. In essence, cave bears became unwilling teachers, showing our ancestors how to thrive in environments that should have been uninhabitable. But perhaps the most remarkable discovery hidden in cave bear DNA is evidence of cultural transmission. Chemical analysis of bear remains shows traces of ochre, a red mineral pigment that our ancestors used for body painting and cave art. This is not contamination. The ochre was deliberately applied to bear carcasses as part of complex ritual behaviors that accompanied successful hunts. These rituals mattered. These rituals were not just superstition, they were sophisticated information transfer systems that allowed successful hunting techniques to be passed down through generations. By creating elaborate ceremonies around cave bear kills, our ancestors ensured that critical survival knowledge would survive even when individual experts died. This was cultural survival in action. The DNA evidence suggests that cave bear hunting knowledge was so valuable that it created the first specialized hunter societies in human history. Genetic analysis of human remains from cave bear sites shows evidence of selective breeding patterns that favored individuals with specific physical and cognitive traits suited for bear hunting. This produced specialized groups. Over thousands of years, this selective pressure created populations of humans who were essentially designed for cave bear predation. They were taller, stronger, and had better night vision, improved spatial reasoning, and enhanced capacity for coordinated group behavior. But the most important survival secret hidden in cave bear DNA is not about hunting techniques or dietary strategies. It is about adaptability itself. The genetic record shows that our ancestors were not just learning to kill cave bears, they were learning to learn. Every successful hunt generated new information that could be applied to other survival challenges. When cave bear populations finally collapsed around 24,000 years ago, our ancestors did not collapse with them. They took the survival strategies they had perfected through millennia of cave bear hunting and applied them to mammoth hunting, reindeer herding, and eventually agriculture and civilization itself. These skills transferred across time and environment. The cave bears are gone, but their DNA has preserved the blueprint for human survival that carried our species through the most dangerous period in our history. Every bone fragment, every genetic sequence tells the same remarkable story. We were never just survivors. We were architects of our own evolution, learning and adapting in ways that would ensure our dominance on Earth. Till the next discovery, this is Lost Evidence.